for you to play. Somebody an unknown author, said 3 things about life. And I want you to take note of them. Number 1, he said life is a game. He said life is a game. Play it. When I heard that, I said, you should have said life is a play. Play your part. Life is a play written by God. Play your part. Then he said number 2, he said life is a challenge. Meet it. He said life is a challenge. Meet it. Well, I would rather say, yes, life is a challenge. You live up to expectation. Live up to expectations. And then number 3, he said, life is an opportunity. Seize it. Life is an opportunity. Seize it. I say, I agree. Life is an opportunity. Grab it from the front of the head. Because my father told me when I was young, or when I was younger, he said, opportunities like a man who has plenty of hair in front of his head, but the back of his head is bald. There's no hair at the back of his head. So he said, when you see opportunity coming, grab it in front. Because if it passes you, and then you are trying to hold it, there's nothing to hold at the back of his head. It will disappear. What has this got to do with your role? Again, based on the study of Abraham. In Genesis chapter 18 verse 2, Genesis 18 verse 2, when Abraham saw these 3 men, the Bible said he ran towards them. Every opportunity you have, seize it. Seize it. There is a poem that I learned way back in 1957. It says, there is a tide in the affairs of man, which taking at the swell leads on to fortune. Neglected, all the voyages of their lives will be in shallows and mysteries. Meaning what? God will give everybody one opportunity. You grab the opportunity, you will just be going higher and higher. If you let it go, God have mercy. Take the case of Bartimaeus. He heard that Jesus was passing by. And Jesus never came back that way again. As soon as he heard that Jesus was passing by, he grabbed the opportunity. Several years ago, I was visiting one country very far away from home. And there was this woman who had been barren, I can't remember how many years now. And the place we were using for the Holy Ghost service was on one rented property. And so for me to have a place to stay and pray, they have to take a motorhome there. And I was in the motorhome praying. And there were guards all around so that nobody would disturb me. When it was time for me to go and pray, this woman was looking away from us, pretending as if he didn't know what was going on. But as soon as I stepped out of the motorhome, while the guards were still trying to make sure that the way is clear, she ran. Before anybody could stop her, she climbed into the motorhome, sat on where I sat, and then the people now began to bring her down and say, don't worry yourself, I already got what I wanted. She became pregnant that month. Tonight is your night. Seize this opportunity. When it is time to pray, pray like you have never prayed before, because God will answer prayers tonight. Genesis chapter 18, verse 6 to 8. Genesis 18 from verse 6 to 8. The Bible said, not only did Abraham run to meet these people, he hastened to prepare them a very sumptuous meal. He hastened and he prepared very good meal for them hurriedly. Your time has come. Seize the opportunity and then make sure that whatever you do it diligently. Proverbs 22 verse 29. Proverbs 22 verse 29 says, seest thou a man diligent in his business, he will stand before kings and not before me men. In the case of Bartimaeus, he didn't just cry, he kept on crying until God answered him. The woman with the issue of blood kept on pressing forward until he finally got to Jesus Christ. Whatever you do from now on, do it